Well, hello internet, here we are. Little bit of a observational kind of vlog. Something that I've noticed that I would like to share with you. And yeah, welcome to our vlog. So, here we go. Well, ever since things have become a little busier again with the strike and everything that was going on, other companies started to pick up the slack in parcel delivery and things. And there really seems to be an epidemic or an explosion in wrongly delivered or misdelivered or lost packages or open packages, stuff like that. Now, I know when I delivered goods door to door, packages, freight, newspapers, pizza, whatever, you name it, there was a certain expectation of near perfection. Obviously, delivering a package to the wrong address is considered to be a fail, because especially when the address is clearly written on the piece of paper and you deliver it to an address that is either obviously wrong or in the completely different area of town. I noticed this kind of start a couple of years ago with the rise of online food ordering, where people would pay $29 for an $8 cheeseburger and have it delivered to their door. And then during the pandemic, when they had contactless delivery, they didn't have to confirm that they had the right address. They would just drop it and go. And people were forever posting on social media, hey, have you seen a grocery order, or my such and such order, or my food order? And then somebody else would post, hey, anybody missing a food order? It's been sitting here since last night, it's now frozen solid, or it's been sitting outside now for 12 hours at plus 28 degrees. It's probably nice and good to eat right about now. And these people phone to complain, but there never seems to be a resolution to the problem, and they're sometimes very lucky even to get a refund for the money they put out, it seems. Well, that issue has continued even now. Two or so years later, that issue is still going. But the new issue that seems to have popped up since the fall is packages, like whether it's Amazon packages or Temu packages or other delivery items being delivered by other couriers that are being delivered to the wrong addresses, not being delivered fully to their destination, or being lost altogether. I was a victim of a lost package here, what had been about a month and a half ago. Yeah, I know the Canada Post strike messed things up quite a bit, but at the same time, this package was already on its route, and it should have been delivered, but somehow it got redirected and lost and sent somewhere else. So if somebody got a package with air fryer liners and a knee brace, well, that was mine. I would still like it. I did get a resolution for my package by contacting Amazon. Finally, I was able to find how to even contact Amazon. Going through Amazon is like a maze. Contacting the seller, well, you don't get nothing by contacting the seller. But Amazon was really quickly to refund my money, and I reordered my knee brace and it got here in just a few days like it should have. When I was trying to trace the package, there was no history after leaving the other end after it was shipped. So I have no idea if somebody kept it, or if the truck caught on fire, or somebody stole it, or whatever. And when I tried to trace it on Canada Post, there was no help at all. When I tried to trace it on the third-party carrier that delivers it for Amazon to Canada Post, which then delivers it to me, I went to their local office here in town, and yeah, there must have been 1,000 packages in like the first 5 feet of their office, and there's people sitting on the floor, crisscross applesauce, sorting these packages. They're like buried up to their waist in packages, and it's like, it's no wonder that they're having trouble. And some of these people, the English language may not be their first language, so there may be some struggles there, which, you know, we all have to start somewhere. And I know from personal experience from delivering freight that a customer can have wrong address on the paperwork somehow. Even all this time later, they still don't check their addresses correctly before ordering, right? And I know from experience, once again, that delivering freight in the older part of town, where it's like straight streets, avenue streets, and everything ascends and descends, everything is numbered, is the perfect way to do it. And over in the new area, where everything is switchbacks and curves and crescents and courts and ABC Ave, and you can be 4601, but if you're not 31st Street, you're 31st Street Close, or 31st Street Court, or 31st A Ave, or whatever the avenue may be. You're a block or two out, and you're at the wrong house. And I know with the rise of in-vehicle GPS and handheld units, whether it's a Garmin or even Apple or Google Maps or Star Charts or whatever they're using on their phones, the accuracy should be a lot better than it is already. And I know there was a problem with Porch Pirate stealing said packages, but it's not all a Porch Pirate problem when there's a confirmation picture of them delivered it to the wrong address, wrong doorstep, wrong colored house, wrong colored door altogether. And so I don't know if it's the system they have set up, or if it's the driver, or what the problem is. I remember back in the day, I delivered a box to a house. I know darn well I delivered the box to the house, because I remember putting it on the doorstep, because it had a very unique sidewalk, very unique doorstep, and I remember it clearly. Well, a few days later, they were trying to trace the delivery, and I know darn well I delivered it to the right address. And when I asked for confirmation, here it turns out it was like a suite in the basement, and instead of delivering it to the front door, I was supposed to deliver it to like the basement side door in the backyard that was full of snow, in the narrow back alley. Well, on my end, with my obsolete handheld unit, there was no room for extra instructions to say that kind of thing. There was no sign up on the front door saying all mail for the for suite goes to the back. There was nothing like that. So either the person that lives upstairs got some free bottles of wine, or somebody walking past on the sidewalk seen the box just a few feet from the sidewalk and grabbed it and had themselves a nice party somewhere in the shade. So, you know, there are times where the address was right and the carrier did complete the delivery, just there was a small discrepancy, like suite A, suite B, upstairs suite, downstairs suite, delivered to garage, you know, Oscar the Grouch in the garbage can, whatever it may be, that the information did not get to the driver. So when it comes down to it, I don't know if it's a driver issue, a paperwork issue, a shipper issue, dispatch issue, or online ordering issue, where people just should get off their butts and shop local and, well, get it themselves. It's kind of the way technology is, right? If the bugs aren't ironed out just so, it can create bigger problems. But just something I'd like to share. Do you guys have a similar issue in your guys' town? Feel free to leave your comments below, and as always, comment, subscribe, and enjoy.